And stuff that you know a lot about is so much harder to overlook.
That's
that
true.
stuff. Like if I'm watching a movie about, to be
Lord
fair,
of the Rings.
medieval knights and kings and queens, and there's a bunch of non-historical stuff in there, I might not even notice it because I just don't have that kind of knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I might not get as mad about it. So but I'm watching The Lord of the Rings, or you're watching Star Wars or something like that, and it's all wrong. There's big plot, lore-breaking moments. It doesn't matter how well the things around it are done. Those things spoil it, at least for the moment, and sometimes just, I guess, take you out of the page or of the screen or out of the immersion.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, every time I watch Lord of the Rings, I can't watch the opening without quasi getting mad about the opening lines that Galadriel is speaking, because they're just factually wrong. Okay, side tangent. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. You know, when she says, Sven asked for this. When she's like, you know, like, and things that should have been forgotten, you know, like that should not have been forgotten were lost, and now none now live who remember it. That's really, really stupid coming from her, because she was alive during the forging of the rings. So, like, having your narrator say that none were alive, none now live that remember it, I don't even know where to begin with that.
Especially when just a little bit later on, Elrond was like, I was there,
Gandalf, 3,000 years ago. Isildur kept the ring. And then he starts talking about how he should have destroyed it, and yada, yada, yada. That part also quasi annoys me. I mean, like, that is in the Unfinished Tales and shit like that, where... no, you're getting me distracted. I will talk about that in 5 seconds. And another thing about the intro is when Galadriel says, you know, and men who above all else desire power. What? That is the most un-Tolkien statement a person could fucking make. Because, like, yeah, sure, there is corruption in the hearts of men, but Tolkien is very, very, very being specific about this, that evil, you know, like, is a twisting of something good, and evil cannot create, it can only mock, and that, like, the hearts of men are, sure, can be easily corrupted, but there's a reason for their fear of death. There's a reason why this corruption happened. They were not born in the world that Iluvatar originally designed. Morgoth's influence marred the world, but created something new and more wondrous that he himself couldn't think of himself, and it just ultimately plays into Iluvatar's hands. But, like, the idea that, like, all men desire power, basically everything then about Aragorn makes zero sense. Or Boromir, actually, because Boromir doesn't completely...
How did I get trapped on this bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But yeah,
no, yeah, like Aragorn is not a character who, in this respect, is corrupted by the desire of power. That's very, very clear. I mean, Boromir quasi is, but only at the very end, and he repents at the end and has the most badass death scene to overcome and restore his honor. I mean, like, it's a fundamental misunderstanding and mischaracterization of the world that Tolkien was envisaging. So, like, when you have that in your opening scene and everyone in the...
As the first thing that frames the entire movie, that shows you, that gives you the backstory you do need a little bit, but it makes it, just tells it in the wrong way. It's infuriating.
Yeah, exactly. So just lore breaking things when you know something so much, and the people who are, like, making the films or TV shows prescribe to know it and love it as much as you do, and then they just write something like that, which is fundamentally dishonest. It's so annoying, disheartening, and takes you out of the mood. But that's not to say that I don't also fucking love Lord of the Rings, the films. They are probably, like, they are the best fantasy films I have ever seen. They set the stage for everything to come afterwards, and nothing that has followed them has lived up to what they were able to do.
Now, where are you taking me? This is such a drag.